Hello everyone, I'm Aratrika Bhaumik and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on LiveLaw, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place across the country today. We will begin with developments from the Supreme Court of India and then move on to High Courts and other subordinate courts. If you like our content, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's begin. Today, the Supreme Court of India asked the Attorney General for India, R. Venkataramani, to assist the court in the petition seeking to curb forceful and deceitful religious conversions. A bench of Justices M.R. Shah and C.T. Ravikumar also changed the case title of the PIL filed by BJP leader Ashwini Upadhyay as in re-issues of religious conversion while adjourning the matter to February 7th. During the hearing today, the bench said that the issue of forceful religious conversion is a serious matter. Religious leader Swami Avimukteswaran Saraswati has approached the Supreme Court of India through a public interest litigation petition pertaining to the recent land sinking incidents in Joshimath. The PIL seeks for Joshimath to be declared as a national disaster and direct the National Disaster Management Authority to actively support the residents of Joshimath. The petition has also prayed for financial assistance and compensation to the residents of Joshimath. The matter was mentioned today before a bench comprising CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha. CJI Chandrachud accordingly asked the concerned counsel to mention the matter tomorrow in the mentioning list. Supreme Court bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha has refused to entertain a public interest litigation petition challenging the decision of states of Uttarakhand and Gujarat to constitute committees to introduce and implement the Uniform Civil Code. CJI D.Y. Chandrachud orally remarked, and I quote here, "What is wrong with it? The constitution of such committees cannot be challenged as ultra vires before courts. Look at entry 5 of the concurrent list." The court stated that Article 162 provides that executive power of states extends to what legislature permits it to do. The Supreme Court has asked if pursuing the transfer petition filed by a woman in 2014 seeking transfer of a defamation suit filed by a former judge of the Supreme Court from the Delhi High Court would serve any purpose at this point of time. A bench comprising Justices K.M. Joseph and B.V. Nagaratna was hearing the matter. Advocate Vrinda Grover, appearing on behalf of the transfer petitioner, informed the bench comprising Justices K.M. Joseph and B.V. Nagaratna that she would be back with instructions in this regard. Today, Advocate Nithya Ramakrishnan, appearing on behalf of human rights activist Gautam Navlakha, accused in the Bhima Koregaon case, who is currently under house arrest, sought the permission of the Supreme Court to receive a call from his daughter living in Spain. The senior counsel apprised the Supreme Court bench comprising Justices K.M. Joseph and B.V. Nagaratna that the Supreme Court had permitted Navlakha to make one call per day from the NIA's phone. However, he is not permitted to make international calls. Therefore, an order is being sought from the Supreme Court bench to direct the NIA, that is the National Investigation Agency, to permit Navlakha to receive an international call from his daughter. The Supreme Court bench comprising Justices Sanjeev Khanna and M.M. Sundaresh has observed that the petition filed by CPIM leader Brinda Karat seeking registration of an FIR against BJP leaders Anurag Thakur and Pardvesh Verma for alleged hate speeches in 2020 be listed before the bench headed by Justice K.M. Joseph, before whom similar matters are pending. It may be noted that in October last year, a bench led by Justice Joseph had ordered that suo motu police action should be taken against hate speech while hearing a batch of petitions relating to hate speech incidents at Dharam Sansad events. Supreme Court bench comprising Justices Sanjeev Khanna and M.M. Sundaresh has issued notices in a writ petition filed by the state of Andhra Pradesh for division of assets and liabilities with the state of Telangana under the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act of 2014. The petition filed by the government of Andhra Pradesh seeks a fair, equitable and expeditious division of assets and liabilities of the erstwhile state of Andhra Pradesh between the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana in terms of the apportionment made under the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act of 2014. The Supreme Court of India has reserved orders on whether to issue notice on a PIL which seeks a direction that police and investigating agencies like the CBI, ED, etc. should upload the charge sheet filed in cases in a public platform for easy access by the general public. During the admission hearing, a bench comprising Justices M.R. Shah and C.T. Ravikumar expressed certain reservations about the idea. The bench commented that if charge sheets are made available to the public, they are likely to be misused. If FIRs are given to those unrelated to the case, busybodies NGOs might misuse it, Justice Shah observed verbatim as soon as a petition filed by RTI activist and investigative journalist Saurabh Das was taken up. In a temporary relief to the Kerala State Road Transport Corporation, the Supreme Court of India has stayed the direction of the Kerala High Court that no advertisement should be displayed on these buses. A bench comprising Justices Surya Kant and J.K. Maheshwari passed this interim order in the special leave petition filed by the Transport Corporation against the order passed by the High Court in a suo motu case. Supreme Court bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha has asked the central government to comply with its earlier order to disburse the arrears to eligible pensioners of the armed forces by 15th March this year. The CGI, while taking into account that pensions had been pending since 2019, urged the Attorney General to ensure that the court's orders are complied with by 15th March. The Supreme Court had extended the 3 months period granted to the central government in its judgment dated March 16, 2022, where the Supreme Court had upheld the one rank one pension scheme in defence forces. The Supreme Court of India has refused to entertain a petition filed by the state of West Bengal questioning the maintainability of a public interest litigation petition before the Calcutta High Court alleging irregularities and corruption in the recruitment of assistant teacher in primary schools of the state on the basis of the teacher eligibility test of 2014. A bench comprising Justices S.K. Kaul and A.S. Oka took note of the fact that the PIL has not been decided finally by the High Court. In a relief to former ICICI Bank CEO and Managing Director Chanda Kochhar, the Bombay High Court today ordered the release of Kochhar and her husband from judicial custody after arrest by the Central Bureau of Investigation in the Videocon loan case. The division bench of the High Court, comprising Justice Revati Mohita Dere and Justice Prithvi Raj Chavan, today said that the arrest is not in accordance with the mandate of Section 41A of the CRPC while pronouncing the order. We have made a detailed video on this development, the link to which has been given in the description box below. Please do check it out. The Kerala High Court has observed that no pilgrim can be permitted entry to Sabrimala temple carrying posters and huge photographs of celebrities, politicians, etc. The court therefore directed the Travancore Devaswam Board to take necessary steps to ensure that every worshipper of Lord Ayappa exercises his right of worship at Sabrimala in an accustomed manner and subject to the practice and tradition in Sabrimala. The Delhi High Court has told the lawyer of Ashneer Grover, the former managing director of Bharat Pay, to ask him to maintain decorum while hearing the suit filed by the fintech company against him, his wife Madhuri Jain Grover and other individuals. The defendants in the suit are Grover, his wife, his brother-in-law and father-in-law. Bharat Pay in the suit has accused Grover of running a vicious campaign against the company. Justice Naveen Chawla also granted further time of 3 weeks to Grover and other defendants to file their responses to the interim applications moved by Bharat Pay. The Punjab and Haryana High Court today directed the trial court to adjourn the proceedings against Punjab's former Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi in the case alleging that he, along with singer Sidhu Moosewala, campaigned beyond the permissible time limit during the assembly elections held last year to a date after February 20th. Moosewala, who was killed in May last year, was Congress's candidate from the Mansa constituency. Channi had received summons to appear before the trial court on January 12th. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today on LiveLaw for more such updates. See you tomorrow.